the evening, but do you want to go to school tonight? You don't? You cheeky girl, what are we going to do? I tell you what, we could play football with her. She absolutely loves to play football. So, Donna, how about a game of football? I think that was a yes. So, Donna, I tell you what, there's a nice pink ball for you there. See how far you can kick that into the audience. Watch out! Hey! Give her a nice round of applause. Well done. You might think this looks a bit silly, but it's actually something that we do with the calves, is play football with them. It also helps to create a bond between the elephants and the handlers, which is very important. Now, the next form of training is a bit more formal, so we train them things like this, lifting their feet up. As you'll see, Lee is using his hook or his guide to tell Donna exactly where he wants her to place those feet. For those of you that are regular visitors here at ZSL whipsnade Zoo, you'll know that we take our elephants for a walk every single day, around 2.5 miles around the zoo. So it's important that we can manoeuvre them from A to B, just like Lee is showing you behind. So she was walking in a nice straight line going backwards and forwards, showing you how she comes towards you when she's called, and also more importantly, when she weighs over 3.5 tons, going away from you when she is told. So well done, Donna. You did very well there with your little school session. Now, once your elephant is fully trained, you're then able to give them the best possible care that they need, and let's face it, that they deserve. So check their feet, as you saw Donna lifting her feet up. It's very important that we check their feet over every single day. So what we're doing is looking at their toenails, making sure there's no cracks in them, also making sure that they're not overgrown as well, and if they were, then we would have to do foot care on them. Good girl, Kaylee. Kaylee, being an Asian elephant, she has 5 toenails at the front and 4 at the back, whereas African elephants have 4 toenails at the front and 3 at the back. Thank you very much, Kaylee. Now, Donna, you can see, is doing the same thing here up on her stand, showing us her lovely feet. Donna has got much softer feet than the adults because she is just still a calf. And it's even more important to check Donna's feet over because they are a lot softer. She can get foreign objects inside these feet. And if we weren't to remove them, then this could lead to infection. So it's very, very important that we check all their feet every single day. Well done, Donna. Now, every day here at whipsnade, we like to bathe and scrub our elephants before the zoo opens. You may be thinking to yourselves, how on earth do we get to the top of an animal that reaches almost 3 meters at the shoulder? It's quite simple. What we do is we ask them to go down into the stretch position. There you go, as they're showing you there. Once they're in the stretch position, then we make it even easier for ourselves, so we ask them to go over onto their sides. There we go. And now once they're on their sides, of course, we can access... Yeah?
Doesn't want to go.
What's going on?
Doesn't...
There's Zoo Nights. Everything happens on Zoo Nights. The power's gone, everything. Right, Luca, what's going on here? We're in the middle of a demonstration, Luca. What are we going to do to get... Luca, oh, you've got an idea, have you, Luca? You're going to tell me? All right, okay. Well, Luca is telling me that if I ask her really, really nicely, she will lie over onto her side, or even for a banana. There we go. All-important prop. We don't usually like to rely on bribery here at whipsnade. We much prefer to rely on the relationships that we have with our elephants. But as we are in the middle of a demonstration, Luca, if I give you this piece of banana, you're going to go over to your side? Yes? Fantastic. There you go. There's your banana. And Luca, over you go. Onto your side. Good girl. Give her a nice round of applause. Cheeky Luca there. Once they're in this position, of course, we can access every part of their body, which is very important, because we can check them over every single day, making sure they haven't got any cuts or abscesses on their body anywhere. Particularly at this time of year, they are prone to getting fly bites on their stomach area. So again, important that we check them all over every single day. Now, it's also a position that we would use to take blood from our elephant. So you may be thinking, well, how do you take blood from an elephant? What we do is we ask them to lift their ears, so we can get to the veins that are most prominent behind those ears. All right, girls, well done. And we take blood around once a month from the elephants, just as a general health check. But if one was pregnant, then we would take it much more regularly, because this would determine the exact due date of that calf. And of course, we like to be present at each and every single birth of the calves, just to make sure that there's no problems with mother and baby. Now, once our elephants are all nice and clean, washed and scrubbed, we then ask them to pop back up onto their feet, stopping them in the half position, making sure there's no dirt on their sides where they've been laying on the ground. This also prevents them from kicking out at anybody that might be on the other side of them as well. Well done, girls. Back up you get onto your feet. Very, very good. Now, our relationship with these elephants is built purely on trust and respect. The elephants trust us to take them around the zoo or wherever we like, knowing that we are not going to allow any harm to get to these elephants. And we also trust them enough to do absolutely wacky, crazy old things like this. So, Luca, are you ready? Right, just hope this goes well. I love you, Mum and Dad. Alright, if I'm lucky, she's going to give me a helping hand up. Are you ready, Luca? Oh, thank you, Luca. Good job. Now I'm absolutely covered in sand. Very, very good. Well done, Luca. Now this is the part of the demonstration. The microphone suddenly got loud. This is the part of the demonstration where one of you guys is going to get to come in this arena and have a bit of fun with one of our elephants. One of our elephants, Luca in fact, is the champion apple bobbing racer. Very, very good at apple bobbing. And all I'm going to do is ask you a simple question. All you've got to do is place your hand up into the air and answer this question correctly. Don't shout it out or anything because it spoils it for everybody else. What kind of elephants do we have here at whipsnade? Your hand was up very, very quickly in the front row there. What kind of elephants are they? Asian elephants, correct. Come round to that gate over there. Give them a nice round of applause. I'll just dash over to let you in. Right. Could somebody just open that gate for us, please?
And
brilliant.
Run out going, ah!
Thank you very much. Where is he? Right. Over you come. Well done, you. What's your name? Lewis. Hello, Lewis. Feeling confident? No? Have you ever done apple bobbing before? Let's run a little bit. You have done apple bobbing. So do you think you're any good at it? No. Right. Do you think you might win against Luca? No? Don't think you will? Right. Well, I'll tell you what, as you've already done apple bobbing before, so you know exactly what to do, Luca has got no hands, has she? So she's got to do it all by using her trunk. So that means you've got to do it just by using your teeth alone. You're not allowed to use your hands or cheat or anything like that, okay? Right. Now, if you win, you are going to win this all expenses paid. But if you lose, you're going to have to do exactly the same thing that I just did with Luca. So you have to lay on the ground.
Oh, no, lose. That'll be cool.
Now, most of the time it goes well. Can't guarantee these things. They are animals at the end of the day. But do you think you can do it? Up for the challenge? Yes? All right then, Lewis. So if we bring Luca up to the front here, as I say, she very, very, very rarely loses at this, okay? So, what we're going to do is, everybody on this half of the arena, if you all shout for Lewis, everybody on that half of the arena, if you shout for Luca, okay? All up for that? Maybe, possibly. So, are you ready? On your marks, get set, go! No cheating there, Lewis, just use your teeth. Come on, Luca. Can't hear anybody shouting. You've got lots of support behind you there, Lewis. Tell you what, use your hand for one. Just take one out. There you go. Right, now come on using your teeth. How's Luca doing there? Oh, she's won! She's
soaking wet.
Well done, Luca. Well, of course, just pick those apples up, Lewis. In there, with your hands this time. Of course, you now know what's going to have to happen, don't you? We're going to have to lay in front of Luca. Okay? Over you come then. Here we go. Right, if you lay just in this... Oh no, that's where it went wrong yesterday. Right. Right, if you just lay there then. On the ground. Good. Stay nice and still. If you look at her the wrong way, it could all go wrong. Right. Yeah, ready, Luca? When you're ready? Over you go. We're only kidding, Lewis. Jump up on your feet. I don't think we'll quite get away with that one, but pop those apples into Luca's trunk there. There you go. Do you want to do a little stroke of her? Tell us what she feels like. Very rough. She is very rough, isn't she? There you go. There's one more apple there. See if you can place that into her trunk. There we go. Now, tell you what, if you go over in that direction, you get the cuddly toy as well. Thank you very much, Lewis. Give her a nice round of applause.